Hi guys, bradamckinnon here. Welcome back to another video. What have we got here? Well, you can see we've got a bit of a hole next to a socket or a wall plug. You can see that it's got that double plug on the front, and it did have a double box in the back. The electrician's replaced the box with a single box, and he's going to replace the face plate with one like this, with the plugs up above each other, just on a single switch, single bracket. And he just hasn't done that face plate yet. He's still got the old one on, but we can fix that anyway. We can still, he's just left that there for power for the site. But in this video I'm going to show you how to fix that little hole on the side of a plug, and we're going to use the timber method, and we're going to put some timber in behind there. And a little trick is to put a screw into your timber. You want to make sure your timber is not too long where you can't actually get it in there. Luckily there's a bit of insulation inside the wall here that's sort of stopping it from falling down where I can't get it, and it's also sort of holding it there. But that screw allows me to hold the timber in place while I get some screws through the plasterboard. And we're just going to hold it up against the socket box, and we're going to hold that screw and pull the timber towards us as we screw a drywall screw in through the plasterboard and into the timber. And we'll put one in the top there as well, and obviously what that's doing is just those screws are holding that timber against the plasterboard. So we're not actually screwing to other timber, we're just using the plasterboard to screw the timber to. And that's all we need to screw our new piece of plasterboard to. So now that we've finished with our screw to hold the timber in place, we can remove that. And I've already cut a piece of plasterboard here to go in. We don't want to go past the socket, and make sure it's nice and tight up against the edge. And we're just going to clean off any little fiddly bits there that are stopping the new piece from fitting tight and snug in place. And we can just sit that new piece in there, and we can just put a couple of fixings in to hold it in place. And we'll just clean off any little dags, finish off with one more fixing, and that's pretty good. That's ready for a plaster. Now you can get a bit of sandpaper, give that a scuff up. I'm going to use a bit of fibre fuse here. This is the wide fibre fuse, and we're just going to cut it to fit. I also like to just cut the corners off, just to help when you're cleaning off your plaster, just to get rid of any of those edges or lips when you're running your knife around, and that just fits over all the joints perfectly. And we're just going to use a bit of, you can use anything here, setting compound. I'm just using some pre-mixed multi-purpose air drying compound. So we're going to put a nice amount of plaster on the wall for that tape to embed into, and we're just going to squeeze that excess plaster out and press that tape into it. And then we're just going to go over it again with one final coat, just to embed that tape in between the plaster. And then eventually that'll get a couple more coats once it's dry. But that's just showing you the process of the initial filling in the hole and getting the tape in. So if you enjoyed that video, check out these other two videos on the fastest plasterboard patch ever. Good viewing, good watching, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.